Swami Vivekananda always believed that there's so much that the East could teach the West and so much that the West could teach the East. In line with this, we felt that management knowledge, which is very well developed in the West, could be taken and absorbed by us here, and that's what we do in the Leadership Institute. Similarly, we believe that so much of Eastern mysticism, philosophy, and the wealth of knowledge that India has got should be shared with the rest of this world. Keeping in line with this thought, we started the Vivekananda Institute of Indian Studies, which essentially is an institute which talks about Indian art, philosophy, culture, civilization, history, and this knowledge is shared across the globe with universities from different parts of the world.
The Indian system, the Indian values, the Indian culture has a lot to offer to the world at this point of strife, at this point of increased inter-religious, inter-racial conflicts, and therefore we in the organization felt that we should refocus on what we have first, identify our strengths and learn more about our own strengths, and also create a platform to spread this message to a global audience.
Vivekananda Institute of Indian Studies, VIIS, in the southern Indian city of Mysore is an exclusive school for higher learning in Indian culture, values and tradition for foreign students from different universities across the globe. This unique experiment has stemmed out of the philosophy of the great Indian saint Swami Vivekananda to help understand Indian culture. This course is conducted by VIIS, which is part of Swami Vivekananda Youth Movement, a development organization which is engaged in building a new social order through its grassroots level policy action in health, education and community development sectors for the past 25 years. The foreign students from many universities come here to learn Indian culture, tradition, values, history, diversity, apart from politics, economics, and social development. Field visits, internships, service learning to cultural heritage sites and self-help groups in Karnataka help students experience India.
We teach here 4 important courses: Culture and Civilization of India, and Gender in India, Science, Technology and Sustainable Development, and Environment and Health. These are very popular courses. Culture and Civilization of India is obligatory for all the students because they come to India from faraway countries. Other subjects like languages, Hindi, Sanskrit and Kannada. These are the 3 languages offered. Besides this, they will also learn various other subjects for 1 credit, such as Bharatanatyam, Mridangam, Yoga and other subjects.
We concentrate on introducing the Indian culture, our antique civilization to the foreign students. Apart from various other things like health and the contemporary social situations in India, because a proper foundation is necessary for them to understand the present scenario. Without knowing the past, it is difficult to analyze the present also.
The courses offered here are customized to the requirement of the concerned foreign universities. Short courses from 2 weeks to semester-long programs expose the students to a multifaceted India.
My visit here has inspired me to possibly return one day and explore models of helping and developing the poor. Probably one of the most important things that I've gotten out of this study here is my study of the development, of sustainable development and human development. I had the opportunity to do an internship with a microfinance organization called Sanghamitra Rural Financial Services. Well, my time spent at this institution was very beneficial for me, both on a practical level. I got a chance to take some classes in Hindi, and I would really like to continue my education in that language. And I was very grateful to get the exposure to that language. I also had the opportunity to study tabla with a great guru here in town, Vidwan Ashok Patar.
Well, being a religious studies major, I've studied a bit of Indian philosophy before, things like Buddhism and the main Hindu faiths, learning about the pantheon, Shiva and Ganesha, and it's really amazing to walk in the streets of India and just see how directly influential all of these religious philosophies are in the daily lives of workers and children and elderly people, and it's beautiful.
Coming to India has been much more about the experience for me rather than for credits or for my studies in particular. But overall, India has been more than I could have imagined experience-wise. I have learned so much just about who I am and what I want to do in my life, so much that it's worth more than any credits I could have gotten.
It's definitely been a transition from living in Iowa. Iowa is a very agricultural, very rural state, especially where I'm from. My hometown's only about 1,600 people. So then coming here to Mysore and even all of Karnataka, all of India, where there are so many people, there was a definite transition getting used to such a large population. But I expected that going in. Obviously, everyone knows that it was going to be different, but any trouble we may have had at all, coming here to the Institute, there are so many helpful people and everyone is very hospitable, so it was never really a problem if you did have something you needed to adjust to, because there were so many people who would help you out.
I'm taking a science and technology course where we learn about developing issues in India and how they're solving these problems, as well as environment and health, where we learn about the different environment implications that they're putting around Mysore, Karnataka, as well as the rest of India, and different health institutions that are in place. And I'm also taking Hindi and Bharatanatyam, which is a classical dance.
A lot. I kind of had this very Western, naive view of what India was, and VIS has definitely shown me that there's some problems here, but also that India is more than capable of dealing with those problems, and it's really showed me a whole new side of India that I hadn't really experienced before, and all the classes are definitely helpful in that.
VIS has also designed a novel program to introduce Indian culture to young Indians who live abroad. This 2-week course immerses into Indian culture and is intended to expose NRIs to a changed and developing India.
Here we get students who are mostly undergraduate students who stay here for a period ranging from 2 weeks to 4 months. During the process, many of the students are exposed to the first time the Oriental culture, and this VIS gives the best opportunity for this learning experience. The best aspect of these programs is living together in our hostel with the Indian students, which provides them an ample opportunities to have an interaction, mingling, and also a good learning experience.
A good infrastructure, including a furnished, simple residential complex, facilitates a fruitful and comfortable stay. The city of palaces, Mysore, with its salubrious climate and glorious history, provides the perfect atmosphere to study India and its various aspects. VIIS lets you taste a slice of a diverse India. Come, explore and understand a rich culture and a growing economic power.